To my subscribers, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Riley and welcome to my garden. And today we are going to do some fall planting. And here in Zone 9B in South Texas, this really is my favorite time of year for gardening because it gets cool enough to where we can garden, we can be out here in the middle of the day. Having said that, in the last couple of weeks, we've had some nice cool weather in the low 90s, high 80s, but then we'd get 3 or 4 days of really intense sunshine and heat in mid to high 90s weather here at the end of October. And some of the fall plants that I had already started, that I had put in the ground from my seed trays, got totally fried. No big deal, we can start over, but it's one of the trials that I deal with here in Zone 9B is trying to get to that point in the fall where it's going to be cool enough to plant these young seedlings. So I really apologize not getting a video out last weekend. Last weekend I was working on putting in the foundation for an outdoor kitchen on this DIY patio. Took me a little bit longer than I thought it would, and by the time I finished that, I started to do the YouTube video. The sound on the video had a lot of problems, and then it just rolled into Sunday night and I didn't have time to get the video out. And then Monday, of course, my work week starts and I'm flat out 5 a.m. till 10 p.m. every night, basically Monday to Thursday, and just no time. So we're gonna get this video out this week. I'm sorry for not putting one out last week. The outdoor kitchen, the foundation for the outdoor kitchen that I put in came out good. It's level. We will eventually put in modular units that I'll build here, do an L all the way around, put in a countertop, put in an outdoor sink. Not sure yet what I'm going to do with the grill, whether I'll buy a built-in grill to go in the outdoor kitchen, although I find them crazy expensive. I will probably buy a grill like this, take the sides off and slide that unit right into the outdoor kitchen, but I will keep everybody updated. So back to the video. Today we're going to be planting some spinach, some alpine radish. The kohlrabi I have here, I'm going to save for next weekend. We did kohlrabi 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm going to show you how that's coming along. It looks fantastic, looks great. And in another week, we should be harvesting kohlrabi, and I'll replace the kohlrabi we harvest with these kohlrabi seedlings that I've started about 10 days ago. Before I plant my transplants, I go ahead and I wet the soil a little bit. Make it easier for these transplants to plant into. You can also wet your seedling trays a little bit, and it's easier to get the seedlings out of that tray and won't have that dry material in your seed starter cell crumbling and falling all over the place. So we're going to do these in about 8-inch spaces. You can see I have some snow peas I planted here behind me, and they again were hugely affected by the intense heat we had in the last couple of weeks. However, it is supposed to cool down now, going to be in the mid to low 80s for the next 10 days, so hopefully these will recover. And I'm going to do just 8 of these today. You've heard me talk about the blue painter's tape I put on these. So I started these on October 14th. It is October 30th today, so these are 16 days old. They grow very, very fast. And if you've never tried a Daikon radish or a big Japanese radish, I do recommend them. I actually grow these for 2 reasons. I like them, plus they're a ingredient in my kimchi recipe. So when we go to make kimchi this year, I will be using some of these radishes that I grow. All of these seeds purchased at Johnny's Seeds. If you haven't seen their seed collection, I encourage you to go online and look. That's a employee-owned business in Maine, and I love them. Not just because I grew up in Maine. Okay, that's a little bit of it. My spinach also very sensitive to the heat, and I love the leaf spinach. This is a variety called Space, again from Johnny's Seeds, and it's a cut and come again vegetable, and I've got a great recipe for sauteed spinach. It's fantastic. I'll do a video on that. But these are also susceptible to the heat, and I have started my spinach 2 or 3 times already, thinking, looking at the forecast, it's going to be cool, getting 4 or 5 days of weather in the high 90s, and it just fried my spinach. So I'm going to try again today. See how much we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Let's just do one row of my spinach. And in you go. These also sown on October 14th, 2 weeks ago. Gonna see if these will stay or not, or if I have to plant again. I plant spinach every couple of weeks in the winter anyway, because this is a cut and come again vegetable. I get about 10 or 12 cuts out of a plant, and then I'm pulling it out and replacing it with another seedling. A little bit deep. We'll go ahead and water these in a little bit. That one is very deep, and we'll see if it makes it. Before I leave today, I wanted to give everybody an update on the kohlrabi that we planted about 4 weeks ago. I did 2 sets of planting with kohlrabi. The kohlrabi on the left was maybe 4 to 5 weeks ago. Kohlrabi on the right here was a few weeks after that. So the idea with my kohlrabi is, as this kohlrabi is done on the left, I will pick it. I have more kohlrabi seedlings right here that as I pick this kohlrabi, I will replace with new seedlings. So I'm continuously harvesting kohlrabi through the fall and winter here in zone 9B, and I'll do the same on the right here as soon as that kohlrabi is finished. But this kohlrabi looks great. I plant them very close together, and this spot doesn't gets a lot of sun, but it's not full sun 8 hours a day. So as they're getting bigger, I see them slowing down a little bit, but I'm sure in another week these will be ready to harvest. I'll also do a recipe of kohlrabi in future videos, so stick around for that. Everyone, thank you for watching today. Thank you for joining Riley's Garden. I certainly appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that bell so you'll be notified next week when we put out the video on harvesting our kohlrabi.